Hi everybody, welcome back to the Master Flow Plumbing YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a review on the Ridgid RP241 Propress tool for copper pipe. But before we begin, I'd like to mention, make sure you have your vitamin energy on hand to keep your energy up. This stuff right here will give you an energy boost for up to 7 hours. It will improve your gut health. It's full of vitamins and nutrients that the body needs. It's keto friendly, it's sugar free, and there are 4 different types that are available to you. This is the Focus brand. This is the one I like. Ah, that's good. Tropical infusion. You guys will like it. We'll put a link down in the description and a discount code for you guys where you can get 20% off on it. I suggest you give it a try. Okay, so let's go into today's video. So I had this tool for about a year now. This is actually, the Ridgid RP241. There are different companies that make them. Milwaukee makes one. I shouldn't say there's a lot of companies. The only ones I'm really aware of are Ridgid and Milwaukee. I think there are some other. So this particular kit came with what you see right here. It came with this tool. It actually came with 3 of the batteries, which are right here. It came with a battery charger. My particular one came with a soft canvas bag for carrying everything in, which I'm not going to include in the video, but I can do 1-inch copper, I can do 3/4 inch copper, and I can do 1/2 inch copper. So we're going to talk about why we would want to use this tool versus soldering. Because I just know that some of you guys out there are going to say, oh, well, gee, a real plumber can solder copper. Well, I can solder copper too. In fact, you know what? I've got the videos right here on the channel that prove it. But I'm also a businessman. And a businessman always wants to be able to improve his efficiency at doing his job and completing the tasks that he has to complete in a day. So for years, I started my business almost 25 years ago, and I don't remember the exact year that Propress fittings and Propress tools started popping up on the scene, but it's been a while. I want to say it's probably been every bit of 20 years. I never got one because I was one of those guys that said, well, I know how to solder copper, and there's just no way I'm going to spend $3,000 on a tool when I know how to solder copper. Okay, well, as I've aged, I've also learned how to work smarter in quite a few areas, including when it comes to putting copper pipe together. This tool just is an immense time saver. Is the biggest reason why I would want to use it. It also is very convenient if you have water that you can't quite get completely stopped. Like, just say, anybody who's ever tried to solder copper together knows that if there's a little bit of water involved, it becomes an impossible task. Even for a plumber. Now we know different tricks to get around that, but even still, it's a nightmare. It certainly can be. I could tell you story after story, but there was one particular instance where I was just trying to solder a 1-inch valve on an apartment building that had 36 units in it. And it doesn't sound like it would be that big of a deal, except for I was in the basement of this place. So when I turned the water off and then I cut the pipe, I spent probably a good hour waiting for the water to actually trickle down enough to the point where I could actually get it to actually, slow down enough to where I could actually begin to think about soldering it together. Now, there are other methods, to solder when there's water involved, but they're not always usable. There's a method where you can actually freeze the pipe and stop the water, using a CO2 tank and a pack that wraps around the pipe. And, those are neat and all, but not always convenient to try to use. There's also what they call a jet sweat tool. Again, not always convenient to use, in combination with the valve. But this thing, it's as simple as putting the fitting on the pipe like that, and then using the tool, to crimp it on there, and it's done. It's that simple. So with that said, I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about, the tool itself. Okay, so I went with Ridgid because Ridgid has got a long history of supporting the plumbing industry with specialty tools. Milwaukee does too. You really can't do my profession without using the 2 of these companies. It would probably be pretty darn near impossible to do. So, like I said, this particular kit came with 3 different sizes: 1-inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. Okay, and it's not for anything other than copper. They do make them that will do gas line. They make them that will do, I believe, stainless steel pipe and things like that of that nature. But we're talking about plumbing today, folks. We're not talking about anything else. I know somebody's going to point that out. It's like, oh, but that doesn't work on gas lines. We're not working on gas lines today. We're working on a small 1/2-inch copper pipe. So the way that this works is actually you got these jaws, okay? These jaws just go in here. You got a pin that locks it in place. This one, I can swivel the head, so if I want to get it in a different angle, I can. We're going to put our battery in here. We're going to turn our power on. You can see the lights come on. Okay, the way that this works like this is that we're going to go ahead and we can put this on here like this. Now, you do want to make sure that you don't have any sharp edges on here. Just for saving time today, I went ahead and already kind of deburred the outer edges of these. You're not so much worried about the inside, although you should always do that as well. But it is not necessary to use a piece of sandcloth to clean up the outside as long as you don't have anything damaged around here or any stickers or anything of that nature. Inside of this fitting, there's an O-ring. That's actually what makes the seal on the pipe. That and the force that it uses to crimp this thing on here. So this is how it works. You put that end on there first. You're going to put this end on, your other end on here. This is a coupling. I'm doing this for demonstration today because it's probably one of the least expensive fittings of them all, because the fittings are expensive for this tool. So you're going to open up the jaws here. You're going to clamp that on here. You got a trigger down here. You want to definitely make sure your fingers are nowhere near this. Okay, you want to make sure that you've got your pipe all pushed together, and then you're going to do that. You're going to move over here to the next one. And just like that, you've joined your two pieces of copper together. And you didn't have to use fire. You didn't have to use solder. You didn't have to use any messy soldering paste. I mean, it just doesn't get any slicker than that. Now, these are just old pieces of copper I used for demonstration purposes today. But the other advantage to this is when you do a nice, neat plumbing job, like say I install a lot of water softeners and iron filters and things of that nature, and I try to take some pride in what I do and make sure that everything looks nice and neat, nice and clean, and try to generally make it look better than it did before I ever got there. Copper, when it's nice and shiny, and brand new, and you start heating it up with the torch will actually cause it to discolor. Copper pipe actually, in a lot of cases, comes with a little bit of a clear coat on the outside of it, and this is one of the reasons why you'd use your sandcloth to clean it all up and get it all nice and shiny before you solder it together, because the solder won't stick to it any other way. So again, that's not necessary with the Propress tool. But again, since you're not using a hot flame on the copper, you're not discoloring it, and you're not using the solder, which has a tendency, if you don't wipe it off and clean it afterwards, it'll have a tendency to turn green over the years, and just in general not look good. This will leave the pipe looking brand new pretty much forever. So I've become a big fan of this tool. I'm going to give you one more demonstration. Here's a little cap. You can see there's a sticker right there, but I can go right up to that edge of it. I know my O-ring is going to be good, and I'm going to just like that. So again, I went ahead and bought one of these about a year ago, and I kicked myself for not having bought one many years ago. I, again, struggled with the cost of it. I think I bought this kit for about $1,800. I've seen them as high as like $2,500 for this very same one. So I suggest that you shop around. I'm going to put a link in the description to the best deal I can find for you folks on there for it. And if you're looking for one of these things, like just say you have a bunch of rental properties and you're tired of having to call a plumber for every little thing that you do, that involves copper, and you just aren't that good at soldering, it might be beneficial for you to own one of these. If you aren't going to do enough work, with it, it's probably not going to be beneficial for you. In fact, I'll tell you a quick story. I was at a plumbing supply not long after I got this one last year, and it was in a discussion with 3 other plumbers about it, and one of the plumbers was the other a couple of them were like, oh yeah, no, those things are great. One actually had it, one was wanting to get it, he wanted to check mine out, and the other guy's like, I would never get one of those, because it takes away from the craft, and all this other stuff. then come to find out, what he really had a problem with was the cost of it. He's like, it's a ripoff, he says, because, Ridgid in Milwaukee, they're charging all this money for this tool, and it's very similar to the PEX tool. So if you ever seen one of these, they do something similar for PEX fittings, and they're a fraction of the cost. They're like $500 or $600 instead of $2,000. They are different. Okay, this one uses a lot more force, this and that, so it's got a stronger motor in it. But I had to tell these guys that I believe the reason, and this is unofficial, this is just my opinion, but I think the reason why Ridgid in Milwaukee charge so much for this tool is so that the average person doesn't go out and buy one. It's just not justified for somebody who's not going to use it every day. So in a way, Ridgid in Milwaukee, they're looking out for our profession. This tool is more designed definitely for the plumber, to use, but, gosh, it's so simple, anybody can do it. So again, if you do a lot of this type of work around your house, it may be beneficial for you to own one. So with that said, I would give the Ridgid RP241 Propress tool, I give it an A+. I absolutely love this thing. It's been the greatest thing, that's come along in the plumbing industry as far as I'm concerned. There are different models. Now, this particular one, like I said, only goes up to 1 inch. It goes from 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch, and that's it. They do make them. They make a kit that goes all the way up to 1.25 inches. Actually, this one will do 1.25 inches. It just doesn't come with that particular jaw. But then they make one that's larger that will go all the way up to 2 inch. And then Milwaukee and Ridgid, they also make some that go all the way up, I believe, to like 4 and 6 inch copper. I think they use some different special adapters and stuff like that, to connect, the jaws and stuff like that, so you can actually use the smaller ones to do the bigger fittings. I've seen some different variations of that, but most of you aren't going to have to deal with that. I mean, I'm a professional plumber, and I don't usually run in. I'm mostly residential. I do some small commercial projects here and there, but I don't usually run into much copper that's bigger than 1 inch, in most buildings, that I deal with, especially most homes. That said, click the subscribe button. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. And check out Vitamin Energy. We'll put a link for that down in the description also. And we'll talk to you next time.